Of the last 3 fights, the arena seems to serve this fight more than the others. The player will need to keep both the Watcher and Defender in their sights at all times to prevent the other from sneaking up on them, but if the player is too focused on the 2 bosses, it's all too easy to accidentally fall off the edge of the cliff. Because the player is likely going to be circling around the arena throughout the fight, looking for an opening when they separate, the cliff will be an ever-present threat whenever they pass by it. What separates the Throne Watcher and Defender from Ornstein and Smough, however, is how the player is meant to finish the fight. When either Ornstein or Smough was killed, the other would be healed to full health, incentivizing the player to focus one down before moving on to the other. Here, however, if either one falls, the other will resurrect them back to full health. This means that the player will be forced to confront both of them throughout the whole fight, giving 2 options for how they want to overcome it. The first option is to focus down one, then the other, doing so without killing them, and waiting for both to be low health before sweeping in for the kill. The other way is to alternate their focus, keeping the 2 at relatively the same health as they wear them down. Both approaches have their pros and cons, as it changes how much the player will need to deal with each of their second phases, but the outcome regardless is that the player will need to time it so that both are killed around the same time. Giving each boss their own health bar also helps to differentiate the 2 from the game's other multi-boss encounters. With other fights, such as Dark Lurker, both entities share the same health, and so damaging one will damage both of them, and if the player can hit both at the same time, it will increase the total damage they receive. Here, the player is forced to deal with both of them an equal amount, as the punishment for doing so will be the boss's healing back to full health, which can be done infinitely. We've overcome many other challenges, however, and the 2 of them will fall beneath our blade, although what happens after the fight depends on how far we've progressed.